My name is Wen Jian. I'm 34 years old, and I have been staying in South Africa for 5 years. I'm now working for the South African branch company of China Railway International Group, developing and building houses in South Africa. Unlike most of my colleagues away from their family, I'm lucky to have my wife and my 2 kids staying with me in South Africa, which I call my second home now. There are 2 things always in my baki: a safety helmet and a tie. Helmet for the construction site and the tie for my meetings with lawyers, engineers, and other professionals. Morning, Pansel. How are you today? I have also been involved in the work of Chinese Company Association. I am volunteering and advising all other Chinese companies who want to start business in South Africa. I love my family, love my job, and love my life in South Africa. I went to South Africa 5 years ago for the first time as a visitor. But now it has become the second place on this planet that I call home. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Wen, and I can't be more excited to share with you my stories about South Africa. 5 years ago, I had only 1 daughter. But after South Africa, I've been blessed with 3 beautiful girls, including my wife, and 2 dogs in the house in Johannesburg, which I personally think is the most exciting city in South Africa. One of the best days that I had in Joburg is that a local friend invited me to play rugby and then took me for braai, which means barbecue in South Africa. It's like in China, I can definitely invite my foreign friends to play ping pong and sing karaoke after that. As days went on, I was able to discover South Africa and find this place a diverse nation. Not just because of the beauty of its natural environment, but also because of its people and how, despite their different cultures and backgrounds, they live in harmony. Everyone is proud of who they are, and we play cricket, rugby, football, and enjoy braai together. My elder daughter arrived in South Africa a year after that I had arrived. She was only 3, and she couldn't even speak English. I was a bit worried how is she going to adapt to such a different environment? And I had even prepared to answer some tough questions that I thought she may ask after school. But however, at the end of that school day, my little girl came back home with all smiles, telling us how much she enjoyed playing with her new friends. She didn't even show the least bit of concern about her new classmates with different colored skins and the different languages that she couldn't even understand. To children, all that it takes to build friendship is to play together. What a lesson that I have learned from my little girl. We adults have just made simple things complicated. I sometimes feel ashamed and guilty of my own complexity. Friends keep asking me questions like, is it safe in South Africa, especially in Johannesburg? Well, the answer is yes and no. Horrible incidents do happen in this country, so no, it's not always safe. But terrible things also happen elsewhere, don't they? As long as you don't go to the wrong place at the wrong time, you'll be fine. What choice are you going to make if I tell you that 99% of South African people are friendly and hospitable? Are you going to avoid the 99% who are good to hide from the 1% who are not? I have made my choice. What would you do? I work in the South African branch company of China Railway Group. Our company built the well-known railway line that connected Tanzania and Zambia in the 1960s. And I'm building houses in Johannesburg. We have invested about $200 million in South Africa and helped create thousands of jobs in this country. 3 months ago, we've just finished another office building in the new CBD of Johannesburg. And that project alone employed more than 900 construction workers, 30 local professionals, and 3 of my Chinese colleagues. At the completion ceremony, our clients show their happiness with their new home by saying this: there are only 2 things of China that you can see from the space. One is the Great Wall, and the other is our building. I think he's lying. The political and economic ties between China and South Africa have never been stronger than they are today. There are more than 200 Chinese companies operating businesses in the fields such as infrastructure, mining, trade, recreations. Whenever I was asked the secret of our success in South Africa, I always say to them to get a local partner and work with them. As an African proverb says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. I have enjoyed working and living in South Africa. And I, ladies and gentlemen, invite you to join me to get to know and love this country. I promise you won't be disappointed. Thank you.